What are some of the best practices around when do we offer a channel? If so, do we charge for it? When do we charge for it? I would love for you to speak a little bit about that.
Yeah, so our current at Mixpanel, the current way the Slack channels are set up is they target our enterprise customers. And even within enterprise, there's a bit of like a higher end slice that we're taking out of. And these channels, to just for context, have existed for many years at Mixpanel. But what's happened is we had trouble kind of keeping track of them. There was a ton of channels. If you even searched in our own Slack instance, you would find multiple channels potentially for the same company. You would find some that are private, some that are public. It was kind of a war zone because the responsibility to create that channel fell on the CSM. And that was kind of an independently made decision by the CSM to create that channel. So what ended up happening is CSM goes to another company, maybe. CSM goes to a different segment, becomes a member of a different team. All these things happen. And then if that channel is private, it's gone forever. Or if that channel has an unintuitive name, and that's one of the issues I've actually found myself wrangling with a lot recently is some channels have acronyms in their names that I'm not quite sure what they have to do with the customer's name. But if these channels are not intuitively named, they're just impossible to find and keep track of. So that was like a big problem that like we faced, not to mention you have Bob Smith in some channel asking a question, and the CSM or the account manager sees the question. They don't know how to then turn that question into something that they can answer because it might be out of their depth. So then do they tag in a support engineer and add a support engineer to this one-off channel that the support engineer will most likely forget to look at? I think is the realistic point of view of the situation. But those were some of the ways that we kind of use Slack and some of the early days problems that we saw with having these Slack channels. But yeah, we create the Slack channel with the customer. We add as many people as the customer wants from their side. And then we add, originally, the way we would add it is we would add the account manager, a CSM, and the solutions architect, which was more of a technical project work role on our side. And those three people would be the ones to kind of interact with the customer in that Slack channel for most of the issues that were being raised.